All right. So my first recording got ruined. So we doing this again, part two. Now, like I said, this is gonna be a hard video to make. This is gonna be crushing to all global players. Let's get an RIP in a chat for global right now. Right now, we need a RIP in a chat for global right now because your favorite unit your favorite TUR is not top 5. I promise. I'm just saying. I feel bad for global players right now. I'm a global and JP player. I'm double trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm dibbling and dabbling. I'm sorry. But if you know anything about 9-year content, oh boy, these TURs are in a sorry state right now. Especially on global. But look, I'm not gonna hold this too long. I'm ready for this to be like the most controversial list of 2024. But I think this is the truth. I'm going to start off with the honorable mentions, but I think 17 and 18 is really good because of their team. They're a good unit, but you're not going to run them in the hardest events in the game. You could switch 17 and 18 for that number 10 unit, though. I promise. You could argue with me in the comments and be like, what? Well, yeah, actually, they might be a little bit better, especially because of the meta. But you know what? I put the number 10 unit in the number 10 slot because I didn't want people to kill me. I didn't want to go in my comments and people are like, what? No way. No, you're wrong. But that's just the beginning. I'm nervous. Look, I'm nervous. I'm shaking. I'm quaking in my boots right now. But another honorable mention is EZA Physical Piccolo. Now, mind you, I did not use EZAs in this list. I put the EZAs at the very top of the top. You're going to see what I'm going to do. You have to stick through the video to understand what I do with my tier list. But this Physical EZA Piccolo has fell completely off. You're not going to use him. He's not good. He's unrunnable. But he's an EZA. And if you're on Global, he's still decent. Not on JP. You're never gonna see this Piccolo on JP. I promise. In 4 months global, I promise you're gonna look back at this video and be like, he was completely right, or at least he was decently right. Now another honorable mention is this unit just came out on global today. No, he did not make the top 10 units. Of course he didn't. He's trash. Well, he's not trash, but come on now. He always dies, and not in a revival way. I'm talking about he always just get caught. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have 40% damage reduction, but the 40% damage reduction don't even feel like 40%, especially on JP. Man, I'm really people gonna hate me for this one. But Kel, of course, she's an honorable mention. She just got her EZA. I could have, like, if I really wanted to, I could put her on the list. I could try and finagle my way for her to get on this list, but I'm like, nah, Kel, she good, but she still need one more top tier unit for me to be like, all right, yeah, she's definitely top 10. You know what I'm saying? She could fit in that number 10 spot as well. The androids, I just threw the androids up here because the androids got that Ghost Usher, and we be doing that Ghost Usher cheese sometimes. Sometimes we all use that Ghost Usher cheese. But all right, dun, 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 dun. The villain music. Oh my God, no! I can already see it. People in the comments mad at me right now. It Piccolo's at 10. No way, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. It Piccolo's trash. Let me just ask you a question. When's the last time you seen this unit been played on JP? When have you used It Piccolo on JP recently? All he has is stats. He's getting one shot by every big boss super in the game. Every single one of them. That 2.8 million super attack, he can't live it. From Cell Max, he's not living that. That Gogeta 3.8, he's not living that. That, someone, I don't remember who is it Beast Gohan? That 4.2 million super attack, Int Piccolo can't take it. It's not happening. Global players, use Int Piccolo while you can, because he's been power crept horribly. All he has is stats. Now, he could take a normal, but so can all the other units in the game. All of them could take normals. He got big damage. He got flashy damage. That's okay. But where it counts most, now his giant form it can save him. Now, this because I thought about that giant form, we're actually gonna make an adjustment. We're gonna switch number 10 and number 9. Yeah. We're gonna do that because his giant form, I think I still actually value his giant form more than Android's 21 attack break, healing, and her dodge. Cause Android 21 got a lot. People act like Android 21 ain't her, but you know what? Since he got that giant form in his back pocket that can come in clutch, you know what? We gonna move him up the list. So now he number 9 and Android 21's number 10. Yes. Base kit, she got like 54. She got 50% chance to dodge. She can attack break and she heals. She's solid. She's a decent unit. She's not bad at all, base kit. Her defenses can get decent. Because I'm not a liar. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's good. No. It's good pre 9-year anniversary. It's manageable post 9-year anniversary. You can use her in events. You know what I'm saying? When she transforms, like I said, she get that big healing. She got the attack break. She got 2 attack breaks from her active skill. She got 1 her passive from her base form and 1 for her active skill active. You know what I'm saying? Her transformation and then her active skill next turn she has an attack break. She could do 3 supers. If she gets hit before she could take Cell Max. She could tank Cell Max. You know what? She's runnable in a new event. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how she performs in that Super Bosses. I might do a video on her next. One of the two. But I used Int Piccolo today, and I seen him perform in a newer event, and he was pretty solid. If you watch my Frieza video, you seen that Int Piccolo was actually holding his own, and he was actually performing. So he still makes the list. But it's the fact that he's so low on the list that I'm nervous about because everyone loves Int Piccolo. He's the World Tournament GOAT. People just love Int Piccolo. I like Int Piccolo. I love him too. But he's just defensively, Android 21 is a better defensive unit than Int Piccolo now. It's crazy to say. But it's the truth. Number 8. Oh boy. It sucks. It's pain. It pains me right now because I'm a global man. So seeing him right here is just, it's hurting my heart a little bit. He's got guaranteed guard the first turn. You know what I'm saying? He has a nullification. You know what I'm saying? If you get a revive, he's got guard with big defense. But you got to get hit too many times, Goku. 10 times is a little insane, buddy. I'm not going to lie. But you are defensively better than Int Piccolo, as well as if you run Goku's team, you got Int Vegeta and UI Goku who can protect him. You know what I'm saying? Int Piccolo doesn't have that. This is why I'm putting him above Int Piccolo and Android 21 because Android 21 don't really have. I mean, what team is she? She don't have. What team has she? Nobody on her team is protecting her for real, except for Boo. I mean, Boo is a really good unit, but he's not. He doesn't have like a protective unit. You know, a protective, what do we call it? Like what do we call this new just a protection mechanic? I don't even know what to call it. An attack all to war? I don't know what I'm supposed to call the mechanic. But the Beast Gohan mechanic, or the Gogeta mechanic, or Orange Piccolo. She doesn't have any of that protecting her. Goku does. And on top of that, if you could die and the revive pops up, he's not what he used to be, but you can still use him. I've seen him tank. Bro, he didn't tank it, but he survived it. I'm going to say it like that. Int Piccolo is not surviving a super attack from Gogeta. Android 21, if she doesn't dodge, she's not surviving an attack from Gogeta. Goku did. He survived. Active skill was up. I mean, his revival went off, so he had that guard plus extra defense, and he ate it. So, moving along, I'm not gonna waste nobody's time. I'm just waiting to get to that top 5. But we got Gamma 1. Gamma 1 probably had the biggest glow up of the century. You could even argue Gamma 1 to be even better than number 7. If you running him on that superheroes team, he's amazing. He's great. 50% damage reduction, even though you got to build up to it, it's still 50% damage reduction. Guarding for the first 5 turns on intro. You know what I'm saying? Big damage. I mean, he be doing 12, 13 million all of a sudden. When has Gamma ever looked this good? Never. He's got protection on his team. You know what I'm saying? He's got a nullification. I mean, this is just a natural progression. I mean, to me, it's seeming like I'm doing perfectly fine. Global players might be hating on me right now, but just play JP. Just play JP and you'll see. Bro, Gamma 1 is the GOAT. He's better than Goku and Piccolo now. Bro, just 2 months ago, Gamma 1 was not better than Piccolo or Goku. But now he is. Significantly better. I mean, the jump from Goku to Gamma 1 is significant. I'm not even gonna lie. And if you're somebody who's running that superheroes team, you know I'm not lying. Gamma 1 be putting in pain. He might even, like, I might even be underrating him. Like, he might be top. Like, that's how good he is right now in the game. Gamma 1 just has a lot of things going for him and working for him, especially because of the celebration. And now Gamma 2 did not make the cut. No, Gamma 2 did not get a glow up. I'm seeing people talking about Gamma 2 is good. No, he's not. Stop with the cap. Gamma 2 is not good enough to be on this list or to even be mentioned. I'm sorry, Gamma 2 is just not him. He's not. He's not doing what Gamma 1 is doing. He serves a different purpose. Okay? Number 6, God Goku. Ooh, you know it's getting crazy when God Goku is number 6. It's getting hectic. I mean, he got 60% chance to dodge. I mean, he's got, if you get orbs with him, he can guard. 6 orbs, he can guard. 3 orbs, he can dodge. You know what I'm saying? 6 orbs, you get in the super and additional. But it's always consistent with God Goku. Every time you need God Goku to actually put in work, he always come through. He's always coming in clutch. You know what I'm saying? God Goku is that guy. You just put God Goku in slot 1, he's got you. You get 6 orbs, he's got you. You run him properly, which is, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. 10 additional, 3 crit, and 17 dodge. That's what he needs to be. I mean, well, that's if you have two dupes in him and you can use the potential orbs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my build for him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the potential orbs yet, just go full dodge on him. Just use full dodge. Go a completely full dodge. Okay? He's solid. You know what I'm saying? His defenses, he stacks. I'm not saying anything out of the ordinary. You could convince me that Gamma 1 is better than God Goku right now. You could convince me. But God Goku just... that dodge chance just feel greater than 60%. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if it's just me, but that 60% be feeling more like 80%. I'm sorry. That 60% be feeling like 80%. I'm sorry. If you just use the unit, if you use God Goku, you're gonna agree with me. That 60% be feeling like 80%. He never fails me, ever. He's consistent. His team, his leader, his team, Pure Saiyans and Hyper Saiyans. You could run Beast Gohan. You could run the new Broly. His team is stacked. I'm accounting for all these different things in my list. I'm not just saying this just to say stuff. I'm not just chatting just to chat. If you actually look at the unit and what they're bringing to the table, God Goku overall is better than all these units. Let's move along. Goku Black. Man, do you know how hard this is to take in? I want Goku Black to be the best unit. I am the biggest Goku Black supporter. Bro, move out the way. I am the biggest Goku Black supporter of all times. Not the Zero Mortal Plans, but I'm just a fan of Goku Black. He's got so much sauce and so much drip. All right, I'm fanboying at this point. It is not time for me to go into fanboy mode. All right, but if it's not clear by everything my channel is surrounded by, he's my favorite character in this series. But it pains me that he is not good enough to be in the top 3 at least. He's good. It's just, especially his base form. Is it just me or do I think, bro, I think his base form is better than his transform state. I'm not going to lie. He could get 60% damage. So he has 60% damage reduction before attacking. 30% damage reduction with him. Oh, here's the thing. You could actually convince me that Rose, God Goku, and the Gammas can all be interchangeable. Because here's the thing. Goku Black is conditional. He's like Omega Shenron. You know how Omega Shenron got to be ran on his own team? Same with Goku Black. But if you run Goku Black on his own team, he's definitely better than God Goku. And I'm trying to put them in their best scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And his best scenario is Goku Black better. Would I prefer run Goku Black or God Goku? I would rather run Goku Black. But this is, look, I will take criticism. If you think I'm wrong, I don't mind. You can yell at me, you can go in the comments, you can scream at me. I'm able to take the criticism. I might be in the wrong, but in the best case scenario, Goku Black is spectacular. He's doing damage. He's got damage reduction. He's supporting. I mean, bro, Goku Black is him. But you gotta get them orbs. And the thing with his orbs, as a matter of fact, we're gonna do something with him. Shoot, I already got him pulled up. See, that's how big of a fan I am of Goku Black. I got him pulled up already. Like, what is this? See, look, with Goku Black, let's go on his base kit. So Goku Black, key +2 attack and defense 200%, guards all attack for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Reduced damage received by 6% per super boss's category ally on the team, up to 30%. This is what I mean. 30% is the Omega Shenron thing. And super bosses isn't that good on global right now. But it will get a huge, 9 years, it'll see a glow up, I promise. Plus an additional damage reduction of 30% before attacking. Now, like I said, it's all about who you prefer and what you prefer. I don't know what I prefer. I don't know if I prefer God Goku's dodge or Goku Black's damage reduction. But I don't know what I don't actually know what I prefer. Like mid doing this video. Okay, let's just keep going. Launches an additional per attack rainbow key sphere obtained. It's not the best, but it's damage. And it's 30%. So basically with Goku Black is such a weird unit. That's why I'm scared and nervous to even upload this video, because it's like, he's such a weird unit. Why did they make him so weird? He's got multiple additionals that can't be supers, but then on his 5th, he could get in a super. But with all the additionals that he's been doing, he's basically been supering the whole time without the damage because they're normals, but he's been getting stacked. Like, this is the weirdest unit in Dokkan history. Because what you got to understand is, look right here, plus an additional attack and defense 30% within the same turn with each attack performed. That's basically, you know how when a super attack effect is like attack and defense plus 30% on super? That's basically what he's doing with each normal, with each rainbow key sphere obtained. He's basically doing a super attack, but he's not doing a super attack. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like, okay, he's doing a super because he's getting an extra defense of 30% and attack of 30%, but he's not doing the damage that the super would be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a normal. So his defenses actually get stupid high. You've got to trust me. Especially if you get like 3 or 4 rainbow key spheres, bro, I promise. It's like he's doing four supers, but he's really only doing a super normal. But each normal is giving him 90% defense and normal and then super because of his 5th attack. He's a weird unit, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong, but he's just a really weird unit. And then when you transform with him, right? Key +2 attack and defense, 222% attack and defense. Attacks effective against all types. The Gogeta mechanic reduces damage received by 66% before attacking. This needs to be changed. This right here is, I like him pre-transformed more than him because this is just blasphemy. They should have at least just gave him base 30% damage reduction and the extra 36% damage reduction before attacking. That's what should have happened. He should have kept at least 30% damage reduction. That would have made him a better unit. I would have moved him up. But I didn't want Goku Black being my favorite character to ruin the tier list. I think he's perfectly fine where he's at. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type physical to Rainbow Key Spheres. Launch an additional attack that has a rare chance of becoming a super attack per Rainbow Key Sphere attack. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Launches an additional super attack every time the character attacks 5 times in battle, and plus an additional attack and defense 33% within the same turn with each attack performed. So, you know what? Now he has a 10% chance to super instead of just being normals. It's 33% now. And, you know, I got to take points off of Rose because it's a domain. This isn't just an active skill. It's a domain. And you're going to be on global right now. You could use him and it could work. But when Broly comes out, you're never going to see Rose. I promise. Oh, I said number 5, number 4. I think this Frieza, this new AGL Frieza that just came out is better than Rose. He just is. More attack, better defenses. He supers more consistently. If you run him, his team is debatable because right now on JP and Rose, it's the same problem. The unit himself is good. It's the units beside him. But I can't tell you Frieza has a better team than what Rose has right now. I promise. I'm telling you that right now. Frieza, he's more consistent. He doesn't need orbs. And his defenses actually get pretty freaking high. He has an attack break mechanic. It's very like I don't know. They've just been making very weird units. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they've been making weird units, but they've been making weird units. I mean, he's good. He's nothing to be written off about. He's pretty powerful, but he just ain't what he needed to be. He needed to be. I don't want to say that. He just needs a partner. Rose needs a partner bad, and Frieza needs a partner bad. Once we get partners for Rose and AGL Frieza, people will actually start putting respect on their names. But they are really good. You have to trust us. I'm as the unit itself is good. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the teams. It's like with villains, they just have a problem with constructing teams. So it always hold these units back. Now, if I was to incorporate teams, like for an example, Rose, if I took the passive away and I'm just like, okay, Rose's team is trash, God Goku would be better than Rose and Frieza because God Goku's team is just far superior. If you're running God Goku's team, you're going to clear the event more than if you run Frieza's team or Goku Black's team. But as an overall unit, I actually think Frieza and Goku Black are better units than Goku, God Goku, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hopefully that made sense. I think I made that make sense. But God Goku is he's a really outstanding unit, and I might need to give him his brownie points. You know what I'm saying? Because his team overall it's too good. But this isn't about the best teams in the game. This is about overall unit. You know what I'm saying? So I do think Rose is a better unit, and I do think Frieza is a better unit than God Goku. And the rest of these units. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on to number 3, Hirudegan. Now, Hirudegan is actually the best, but he's actually the best unit on Frieza's team, which says a lot because it's not an LR. There's no LRs that are better than Hirudegan on Frieza's team. Hirudegan is better than Frieza, and it's not a debate. I don't care. Argue with your mother. His defensive value is just too strong. Yeah, Frieza may be doing these big, stupid, dumb damage numbers, crazy defensive stuff. I mean, offensive capabilities, but that's all he do. You know what I'm saying? Hirudegan, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? It's just Hirudegan can sometimes fail, and sometimes what the thing is, if you're not stacking with Hirudegan immediately, he can get caught in the future. And the thing is with Hirudegan is when he's transformed, people assume that he's always gonna evade, but sometimes you can get caught slipping. But what I can tell you is Hirudegan's definitely better than all these other units, and it's not a debate. I can tell you that right now. Don't let these new units, just because they're new units, make you think that, oh no, Hirudegan's not. No, that's not the case. Hirudegan is definitely better than Frieza. He's definitely better than Goku Black. He's definitely better than God Goku. He's definitely better unit than Gamma 1. You know what I'm saying? His survivability, that's what it's about. Survivability. Can I survive? If I put him on a team, is he a detriment? Or would he give me a greater chance? Hirudegan is that unit. 70% chance to dodge base form. You know what I'm saying? Attacking defense, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to read out his passive. Like, I'm not going to do that for every unit. I just did it for Goku Black because he's a weird unit. But Hirudegan, when he transforms, if you dodge 3 times, you got guaranteed dodge your next turn. Okay? It's as simple as that. But do I think he's better than him? Absolutely not. The more and more I use both of these units, the more and more I see the value in Dragon Fist Goku, because Dragon Fist Goku, he's got the scouter. He could show you where the super is. Or his team, where you can run his teams, is better. You know what I'm saying? He's a super unit, so you got to give him points for that. Just because he's a super unit, everywhere you put Goku, he's going to do better because villains overall suck. I've made plenty of videos expressing that villains suck because villains don't have help. Super units have help. You know, Hirudegan might be a decent unit by himself. Frieza might be a decent unit by himself. Goku Black might be a decent unit by himself. But we need compatibility. And we're not seeing that with villains. That's my main gripe with villains. Okay, you're dropping consistent bangers. Okay. Where's the compatibility? You know what I'm saying? Why is Rose have a domain and Broly have a domain? Why does he lead such a horrible team? Hirudegan. Why doesn't Hirudegan have any help? You can't say that about super units. You can't. Goku has help. Gamma has help. Goku has help. This Goku has help. They all have help. If Frieza had help, if Goku Black had help, if Hirudegan had help, they would surpass these units because their base kit, they're doing more. But they just don't have help. I can't put them any higher. If they don't have help. So, you know, 70% chance to dodge, 50% chance to dodge in slot 1, 70% chance to dodge in slot 2. He's got a nullification you can nullify. He's got the active skill, the big active skill. He's got the Dragon Fist. He has the 90% chance to dodge all attacks. Once he nullifies and he counterattacks, he has a 100% chance to dodge the rest of attacks. He's got guaranteed crit. I mean, he's good. You just got to use this unit. And the best, to no one's surprise, to no one's shock, who's the number 1 TUR in the game? Oh, yeah. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Super Saiyan 4 Xeno. Superior in all fashions and forms, especially on his team, the GOAT, the one and only, the number 1 TUR in the game. Xeno Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegito. I'm not even going to talk about it. He's just unquestionably the best unit in the game. You know what? Let's bring up his kit right now. Let's go to Dokkan Wiki. Let's look up cards. And let's just put SSJ4. Hopefully he gets pulled up. SSJ4. Where is he at? Oh, okay, cool. Let's look at his let's look at what he does. Activates the interest animation upon the character's entry's turn. Blah, blah, blah. Critical hit 30% and reduce damage received by 30% for 6 turns from the character's entry turn. Key +3 attack and defense 200%, plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense 100%, and great chance of launching an additional super attack when there's another Giant Ape power or crossover category ally attacking in the same turn. Yeah, the same turn. He's not the same as all these other trash units. All these trash crossover units where it's got to be the whole team. He's not Rose where it's got to be the whole team. He's not Frieza where it has to be, oh, terrifying conquerors. Or, oh, no shenanigans. Just one. He just needs category ally attacking in the same turn. Busted. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 40% and reduces damage received by 30% while all allies attacking in the same turn are Giant Ape power or crossover category characters. This right here makes him the best TUR in the game on top of his intro. For them first 6 turns, it's undeniable he's the best TUR in the game. It's the undeniable fact. It's the undeniable truth. It just is what it is. 60% damage reduction with all these stats is insane. It just is. And that's why I put Rose in number 5, because he theoretically could have 60% damage reduction. But you lose 30% of that when you attack, and then for some reason when he transforms, they want him to be running slot 1, but it's just weird. He's just weird. He's a weird unit, okay? Now, let's talk about these EZAs. Kefla's the best EZA on global right now. It's not a debate. It's not even close. It's not. She just is. She's better than Gohan. She's better than Beerus. She's better than Zamasu. You can fight with me. I don't care. She's the best EZA TUR on global right now. Hands down, bars none. I don't care. You can fight with me. She just is. If you use her, you'll clearly see she's the best. If I had to put her on this list, she'd be in somewhere between 5 and 1. But I just decided not to include EZAs in this go around. Int Gohan is still really good. Beerus is really good, especially because of all these new divine enemies that we're going against. And Zamasu is Zamasu. I mean, I'm not gonna say he fell off, but he's certainly not. He's a villain. Let's just say that he's a villain. Let's just make this a thing. He's a villain, so of course things are just gonna be shaky because he's a villain. You know, but this is my list. It might be controversial. I don't know. I think I made sense. Each time I make a tier list, it's like, man, I feel like I'm on the money. Like this list looks excellent. This is an excellent list right here. I mean, clearly number 1. You could debate 2 or 3, maybe. You could debate, but Harudagon's definitely better than Frieza and Rose. I mean, definitely. God Goku, you could probably debate him being better than Rose or Frieza. You could debate. It's some debatability. It is some strong debatability. But if villains got help, man, oh my God, would it help so much? The Gammas, you know the Gamma, he's the GOAT. He's even like, it's crazy how debatable this list really could get, but I think this is the right way. I mean, it's that number 1's not debatable, but this is a very debatable list. You know what I'm saying? It really comes to preference. But it stops being debatable when it comes to 8, 9, and 10. It's not really a debate. It's really when you start getting to the Gammas. It's like, well, certain conditions and certain, assets and certain things could, happen. And you get the gist. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of effort into these tier maker lists. But hopefully, Tech Gohan comes out with a EZA. I'm talking about this one right here. Hopefully he comes out with an EZA and he's really solid. And hopefully this new Super EZA, Dokkan Super EZA 2 AGO Dragon Fist Goku is amazing. With that being said, I am so done.